So here we go then. I really didn't want to have to do this, but I am going to have to do it because I want you to see just how horrendous this is. It's taken me, I don't know, maybe a minute or two to get Origin to even load at all. And then it says the game is ready to play, so you press play. And you'll have noticed when I first logged in it said the server was unavailable. Then, lo and behold, it appears. At this point we're into authenticating. And you think, okay, great, well, this is very, very slow, but here's hoping. And hoping. And hoping. And hoping. And at this point I would say I've probably wasted about 3 minutes of my life even trying to get into the game, and then this happens. Could not get in due to a network error. Now I've not actually had that error yet, but lo and behold, this morning that's exactly what I've got. So it's going to try again. And again. And quite possibly again. And as you can see, we're still not getting anywhere. And lo and behold. So you sit there again, because you think, come on, surely at some point this has got to start working. I paid a fortune for this game. But no. And then suddenly, oh, the green arrow, the game is ready to play. Yes, green arrow, get in. So what happens at this point? Well, if you're really lucky like I was yesterday, the game launches, you get in and you get to play it. Unfortunately, that's not what's happening this morning. The reason the screen is blank for you is because, for me, all I can see at the moment is my desktop with Origin. That's it. Nothing else has happened. I can still hear the music. Everything else seems to be working fine, but no game. So you sit there, and you sit there, and you sit there, and it never launches. I'm assuming that's because it's dropped its connection to the server at the exact moment where it's going to pass over to the game. So you think, okay then, I'll shut it all down and I'll start again. So you go to shut Origin down, and it says it can't shut down because SimCity's running. So you go into your task manager, and SimCity is indeed still running. God only knows what it's doing. So you have to shut that down manually in task manager, and then Origin might let you shut it down, because I have problems with Origin anyway. I think Origin is just rubbish. And lo and behold, no game. So that's another God knows how many minutes of my life wasted this morning, not even managing to physically get the game to launch at all. Now, I didn't want to go off on a rant, but you know what? I am going to, because I'm really, really, really angry about this. I don't know how many people this is happening to. I don't know whether there are people who are just on the servers, hogging the servers, but hey, if that's what they want to do, they've paid a lot of money to be able to do that, so who am I to complain? Another server has appeared. Oceania 2 appeared last night. Hasn't made any difference. All the European servers that are marked as available for me clearly aren't available because I can't get on them. I cannot believe that any games company in their right mind would release something in this sort of a state. I also can't believe, and it really is starting to get to me now, that they would launch a game that doesn't have a local save. What on earth? That's what the hard drive in my computer is for. EA, in case you hadn't noticed. I don't really want to be relying on your servers because it would appear that you didn't think this through and they're not terribly reliable, resulting in my game being, well, a £38 frisbee. I can't believe this has happened. Well, actually that's not strictly true. I can believe this has happened because let's all look at Diablo. I can't believe that the lessons weren't learnt from it. And here is where I go into my massive rant about computing generally and not just EA and SimCity, and that is this. I do not want to have to rely on your cloud, because your cloud is not my computer. I am not responsible for your cloud, and that's the bad part. In the same way that you're not responsible for the content of my hard disk and how much storage space I have left and whether my computer's actually working, which is entirely my responsibility, I am not responsible for your servers, and I can't prove whether they're going to be working in 5 minutes or not. Why would I want all of my games and all of my stuff, because now it's starting to go out into other things, why would I want all of my stuff on the internet? Where anybody could be doing anything with it? Where it could be stored in a cardboard box, for all I know? Anything could be happening to it. And therefore we need to get away from this idea of cloud is good. At the moment, cloud is not good, and maybe in some ideal fantasy land it is, but we can clearly see from situations like this that it isn't. I cannot even play a basic computer game, a computer game which, incidentally, I'm not terribly interested in the multiplayer for, because I like to sit at home and build my own little cities. And if I want to transfer water and power and garbage and jobs and God knows what, I like to transfer them between cities that I have built myself. And if I want a multiplayer option, then that's all well and good. But don't force me into it, and particularly don't force me into it on the cloud, because the cloud has a horrible tendency to dissipate. Anyway, rant over, there's so much more that I could say, and I'm not going to, because you will have heard it all before. And as videos like this aren't really my normal state of affairs, I kind of feel like I need to end it with something a little bit more happy.
Gameplay.